Hi, my name is Rachel Coleman, and my evidence-based instructional strategy I'm going to go over today is learning stations. First, I want to start out with the definition of learning stations, and that's when teachers assign their students into random groups implementing different types of content with each station. Each learning station will provide a different instructional need for a diverse group of students. Each station will be approximately 20 to 30 minutes to allow for learning, and the time will be placed on a smartboard so that way the students can know how much time they have left. When the timer is up, the students will rotate. As I stated before, the purpose of learning stations is to provide opportunities for learning for students with diverse instructional needs. These learning stations will allow students to collaborate and build relationships with each other, allow students to engage with each other and help motivate each other to learn. It also allows for kinesthetic learning, which is students moving about the classroom. Last but not least, it enhances creativity and allows students to be unique and themselves. Learning stations are geared towards all age groups in any subject area. Teachers can implement these stations in their lesson plans, and it will provide different ways for instruction so students will be able to comprehend and understand the material given to them. Learning stations can be implemented during any point of any lesson or any class. It might be best to incorporate these during the middle of the day to break up the monotony of teachers just lecturing the class. It allows for students to move about the classroom and communicate with each other in order to help students learn with their unique learning style. For example, we're going to use a graphic organizer and split the class up into 5 different groups. Group number 1 will be utilizing technology, which in this case will be Chromebooks. There will be a passage on it, and they will have the option to either read it silently or use e-text on headphones. Then they will take turns reading as a group. Students will break down each sentence together to discuss how the passage relates to real-world situations. Students will write the key points of the passage on the Chromebook using the technology. Group number 2 will be utilizing their writing skills. A different passage will be given on paper, and the students will read it silently twice and then read it as a group. Students will break down each sentence together and discuss how it relates to real-world situations. Students will also be asked to highlight the key points. Group number 3 will be working on their research and study skills. They will be asked to define vocab terms for the week that are being utilized through different passages. Each student will be asked to use their English books to research and define terms. These terms will be written on index cards so that way they can quiz each other at school or at home. These students will be tested on these terms at the end of the week. Therefore, the index cards serve as a study guide. Group number 4 will be working on their summarization skills. Chromebooks will have the passage on it, and the students will read the passage silently twice and then read it together as a group. They will be asked to highlight the key points, and as a group, they should write a brief summary on what they think the passage is about. Group number 5 will be utilizing kinesthetic learning. A brief passage will be given on a piece of paper, and each student will be asked to read it twice. After reading it, the students will be asked to color a picture of what they think the passage is about. They are able to use their imagination and bounce ideas off of each other in this situation. In conclusion, learning stations are used in all subject areas. In the example I provided, I used the subject English. It is a great evidence-based instructional strategy to use for students with diverse instructional needs. It incorporates visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and tactile learners. It also allows the students to engage with each other and collaborate with each other with their ideas and unique learning styles. Thank you for watching, and please let me know if you have any questions.